Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2020. This is All-Rounder episode number 15.
He's launching an attack.
We come in at stage 3 of the race we're on, and we are right now placed pretty well in 6th place overall. However, even though I have co-leader status, I do not want this breakaway to get away, and here is why. We have 4 kilometers to go to a sprint point. I want to attack and be a part of this and go for the front of the field, and we're 16 seconds ahead. 17 seconds, it's just enough. 1K to go. I don't have much left to attack with, but I'm going to try to attack it just in case, and we're going to pick up 3 seconds. Excellent. Excellent. Field's going to come back, and there they are. But I just grabbed 3 seconds, improving my overall GC position. I'm going to go ahead and skip forward to the end of the stage now. I shouldn't be in a position really to compete for these next 2 sprint points, and we'll just try to wrap up the stage. But as co-leader, I'm fighting for overall GC position, and 3 seconds will help a lot, especially when I'm not going to actually win any sprints. And also especially when you throw in a -4 race day condition. Entering the final 7 kilometers of the stage, just about to the finish on this one. I'm going to go ahead and use my gel here, and then Cote, you're going to start coming forward here with 5K to go. Set me up for a run at the end of the stage. I did manage to grab 2 more seconds on the 3rd sprint point. There was only 2 riders in the break. I tried to go for it on the second one. Did not work out in my favor. But I at least tried. But the 3rd one did go in my favor. I broke away early on that one. And as Cote gets away a little early ahead of me, there we go, towards that final sprint. I should have... I might just miss a top 10 on this one. Joyce took 7th. I'm going to manage, looks like 15th place on this one. But with 5 extra seconds gained, my position should improve a bit. Though again, every stage brings something a little different with whoever finishes at the top of the standings for the stage itself. But that's good enough to make me 3rd overall and just 1 second away from the race lead right now. Wow, okay. Stage 4 now. I've gone from co-leader to full leader as I'm in the top 3, and suddenly the team objective is to stay in the top 3 overall. Easier said than done when I have no real strength of any kind. But 6K to go till the sprint point. What I want to do here is there's only a single rider away. This is a good opportunity for me to grab 2 more seconds. But as a sprinter, the actual sprinters will beat me out for this. So what I need to do is I need to attack a little bit early. And you can already see, you're already seeing a big acceleration here. 2K out. It's going to be really hard for me to get something out of this, but we're going to go full 99 here and then sprint early and give it everything that I've got. If I can get 3rd over the line, that's still a second. And it is. It's a second gained. I'll take it. 1 more to go, and it's coming up soon, and I'm actually away from the field with Cote there for a moment. 12K to go to the next one. Can we grab another second? Right now I'm equal on time with the front runners, unless they were among that rider who finished ahead of me on that last one. 7K to go. I've already fully recovered, so I'm good to go for another round. I'm going to try to go a little bit earlier this time and see if I can't just stay away and claim 2nd this time. Pick up 2 seconds. So 5K to go. I'm going to attack now. Use everything I've got to then hold a 99 relay pace. And I am a little ways ahead. I've got 1 rider close behind me. But with 3K to go, he's caught up to me. Zurlo. But we're 25 seconds away. So That should be hopefully enough. We're actually catching the other breakaway rider. 1K to go. He'll beat me to it, but can I get second or third at least? I do. One more second. One more second has been gained. So we gained 2 seconds overall. Oh, hello, Peter. Peter Sagan. Oh, no, it's his brother, Yuri. Yuri Sagan. Okay. But we've done it. We've grabbed 2 more seconds today. That's big. Let's go ahead and skip forward to the end of the stage. Alright, I'll actually get a lead out this time. And Joyce is actually in the group. But it took a really long time. It took me 20 kilometers to get these guys to come forward because there was little splits in the field, and every time I did that, it reset the team. And then the guys would instantly start to fall back, and so I'd have to again and again and again redo the assignment. So as we head forward now, 6K to go. Murphy's already done. Cote's just about done. I'm only going to have 2 lead-out guys. And they've got 5K, 4K to lead me out on. But Joyce, we're also kind of racing for the end, and I'm just going to try to follow him to the finish. So Magner here, we're going to want him to get down till about 1.5, maybe 1.7K. Hopefully he lasts that long. It looks like he might not. He does not. He runs out 2.5K to go, unfortunately. So Joyce cannot fully sprint, but he'll have a pretty good turn of pace, I think, here at a 98. 2K to go. Oh, what happened to me? There I am. Okay. 1K to go. So Joyce on his sprint, and I'm going to go on my sprint. Much higher finish, actually, for both of us, really.
A great win in the sprint of the strongman.
Joyce, 8th place. Apparently that's my position, 15th, right behind Yuri Sagan. But again, I did pick up 2 more seconds today, so we'll see where that puts us into the standings now. Whether I'm hanging on to a top 3, whether I've moved up, whether I've moved down. Road, I know, won the last stage, so that'll scoot him up the order a little bit. 1 stage left to go in this race, by the way, after this one. One last rider. Not on course, really holding things up, apparently. There we go. So how are we looking? Again, 2 more seconds to the good. But there's 10, 6, and 4 seconds to the good, plus somebody else each time gathered. There was 2 seconds and 2 seconds gathered. So we'll see. Holy cow, I'm leading the overall race right now by 1 second. I lead the race at the moment. But any of these top 8 riders besides myself, any of them can take it from me. Brand Dixon, a win or a 2nd place, and they'll go ahead of me. We have, what do we have? See, I don't even know what their role is. Technically, there's a climber. There's a sprinter. Ben Dixon's been there. I don't even know what the last stage is going to be, though. We have the race lead. Picked up 8 points for that. Let's see. I think there's a good chance we can hang on to a top 3 now, but it also depends on what does this last stage bring us in profile. It's another sprint stage. There's only 1 sprint point, so it's going to be really hard to claim any time there. And then that finish is going to be where I could really lose it. Let's hope Road wins again. Takes that 10-second bonus because they're more than 10 seconds behind. And maybe, I think we'll have... That would guarantee that we finish top 3. Depending on what happens at the sprint point anyway. Final stage. And we open with an ideal scenario so far, other than my race day condition being less than stellar. But there's no downhill to worry about. There's no breakaway Barradura riding to worry about. So I have an extra point on sprint thanks to my fitness level. I'll take that. The 3 riders away will claim the 3, 2, and 1 seconds. They are all multiple minutes behind overall, meaning they will have 0 impact on GC, and there is no sprint to contest. Now, of course, I'd love to pick up another second, but if anyone close to me were to actually contest, I'd have a hard time beating them out. So I'm happy with that scenario. I won't gain time, but I'm also not going to lose time on this sprint. So as we go through that sprint point, I still hold the lead. Let's hope for Road, who is more than 10 seconds out of it. Not like Ben Dixon. If Ben Dixon takes the top 2, I will drop out of the lead of this race, but quite a few of the riders in the top 10 are not sprinters. Well, top 8, really. Because now the only threat are riders in the top 8. So there are 7 riders who have a chance to move ahead of me in the GC. I need to finish top 3 overall to get that manager satisfaction, to get the objective that they set. The moment I cracked the top 3, there went from 0 objectives of any kind in this race to suddenly I had to finish top 3. With 3 bonuses at the finish line, I could still finish 4th place. So that's the worst case scenario. There's no reason, unless I crash or puncture very late in this one, there's no reason why I would lose any kind of time. For me, the ideal scenario would be that breakaway to take the win, but with just a 45-second lead and 30 kilometers to go, they've got no chance. They will be reeled in. I hope that Road is among the top 3, because then I know at least my top 3 is secure. If Ben Dixon is lower, 3rd place or lower, I'll be okay. Elcano and Jans van Rensburg are not sprinters, I think, so we're okay from those 2. So the threat comes a little further back on who wins. Ideally, I want Road to win this, because I know that Road is more than 10 seconds behind and would not change that standing. But that 2nd place is also a pretty big threat at 6 seconds. And Ben Dixon, I know, is one of those who threatens that. Alright, here we go. 10K to go. I really should have set my team up for a proper sprint, but that's just not something that's been happening. Magner is too far back. Okay, so we're going to follow Murphy, and Murphy is going to follow Cote, and Cote is going to lead us out. I did not go proper 99s or anything, but it's okay. I just want to make sure I have a strong finish here.
Probably be a mass sprint finish. Watch out, there are a few riders in trouble at the back.
Ooh, split in the field. It's not going to matter. They won't count anything. It's less than 10K from the finish. I'll give them same time, even if they don't regain contact. 5K.
5 kilometers remaining.
4K. It's all back together. Little uphill here.
It looks like the pack has bitten the dust collectively, but
3K. Murphy tacking over the top. 2.5K to go to the finish.
There we go. The sprint is up.
We now have 21 riders here at the front, and I'm in a strong position. Oh, wouldn't it be something if I could get a top 3? It's not going to happen, though. Definitely going backwards. Road, green jersey? Yes! Road takes the win. Robert Stannard and Zerlo. Okay, Road, that was the ideal scenario there. Stannard and Zerlo, that's who pick up 6 and 4 seconds. We'll see where they were placed. Have I just won the GC, or haven't I? I don't know. I finished 6th on the stage, by the way. That was a really good result. Oh man, oh man.
And here are the race highlights that we've selected
I
for
think
you.
I just did. I think I just did. Through sprint points, I have just claimed the GC, I think. I've done it. Yes, Stannard moved up into 4th place. The 6 seconds was the only 6 seconds he gained. He was in that main group of 11 seconds back. And the other one was even further. Zerlo was not in the mix at all. So Zerlo and Rode had both lost time somewhere in this race, and were not in that group of 33 riders at the end that had been all on the same time. And ultimately, I gained 11 seconds over the course of this race, all at sprint points. And that was enough to win it, because no rider won more than one stage, or more than, we got a few second places in here, 4 second place riders. 4 seconds gained here, so that's a 3rd place. Colin Joyce had picked up a single second. So our sprinter gained 1 second at 1 sprint point, and that was it. And I've done it. I've claimed the race victory, which also gives me the under 25s. And we are one of 6 teams on same time at the finish. Hell yeah, I just got GC. And yet, it's only worth 35 points. What? Okay, it was worth more than 35 points. That was the achievement. And then here is the very good. And yet, somehow they thought I should finish in the top 3, right? That was never a thing. So I do remember stage 1, they did want me to do something. I was co-leader from the very beginning, but still. 43 points. Manager satisfaction all the way up. Really, really good result for us there in March, and that's going to have a nice little impact as we pick up our 3rd career victory without winning anything. Right, there was no stage victories in there. We won the GC on nothing but intermediate sprint results. I like that. That's pretty solid. Alright, so we're into one of the classics. We're getting one more race in for this episode. It's 193 kilometers, mostly flat, a little bit of undulation here and there. My objective today, breakaway. I tried to get in the break, couldn't make it. Try again. We did not make it. However, one thing about that goal was it was not the complete race breakaway. It was the puncher variety of breakaway rider, which meant go later. So we still have a chance to get away and at least collect some amount of evaluation for the day, as the 5 riders that are in the break are now less than a minute ahead with 48 kilometers still to go. Fortunately, I have a -3 race day condition. That's not doing me any favors in this one, but as we go to bring those guys in, maybe, just maybe, I can bridge the gap and then take off myself here in a little bit. I'm trying to wait for that time to come down to about 30 seconds, and I'll see if I can bridge the gap, take a quick breather, and then take off and leave that group behind. And at least get a partial evaluation for the day. Okay, down to 40 seconds. Pace is pretty hot. It's mostly World Tour teams at this one, so we're going to have a really hard time getting any sort of results. Even a top 25 might be a little out of reach. You can see I'm starting to get fatigued just from within the field, and yet those 5 riders are staying away somehow. And look how hard this chase is. And they've actually pulled away a little bit. Temporary splits in the field. I have full team at my disposal. I'm somehow team leader. That 100% evaluation, I think, is the main reason for that. Colin Joyce is not here, so we don't have that top sprinter. And maybe now, with 26 kilometers to go, what I should be doing instead of trying to break away late is maybe I should set this up as a sprint train and try to get full team up here. I don't know much about anyone at this point. I don't. Okay, so Magner's going to be out front just because of relative position. Cote's the weakest one with a -4, so put him next. Nathan Brown, definitely not a sprinter. Arante, we're kind of just going by race day condition at this point since I don't actually know anything about these guys. Keep myself in position here, and Magner, let him hold position. Still 25k to go, so we've got some time to get everyone up here.
A couple of teams have set themselves up as pacemakers for the pack. They obviously don't have anybody in the breakaway group. The little promenade is over. The group has been overhauled. We are just 20 kilometers from the finish.
Alright, so Magner, we're going to start pushing forward. Oh, of course, the field just... This is why Pro Cyclist mode drives me nuts periodically, is you see the tiniest split and then it just destroys everything that you have created. These guys still have not made it up here. It just splits you off. And it does it in an instant. 2-3 bike links open just like that. 18k to go. Arante is already exhausted. Just trying to get to the front of the field.
Now the guys up
Cote and Brown have made it up.
Of the riders in the rear, as more of them are left in the wake.
Arante, you're going to get dropped out of this.
Just past the 15 kilometers road sign.
Dalchin, just come forward. Arante's got nothing left, so we'll just set him to auto. Alright, 12.9k to go. Field has split, and there's more than 10 kilometers left, that is. Not that time gaps mean anything, as it's a classic, so no stage race coming. Cote, go ahead and get out front here. Brown's going to take over here in a moment. Not much energy left for my team. You can really see how much weaker we are than the teams we're up against, considering that I'm already down to just 3 laid-out riders, and they really don't have much left. This is vicious. But again, we're in that final group of just 36 riders, so that's actually a good thing.
While the pack is getting close to the finish line, everybody seems to
8k to go.
The stage will be won in a sprint.
Too far back, too far back. Brown is done. I'm down to 3 riders. I want you to follow Venturini, please, Dalchin. Only 2 laid out guys. I gotta wait till late. The group is thinning out. It's down to 29. This is all about the pace. I think Murphy is nearly done, so I'm gonna switch the order here. And Murphy, you're gonna follow Venturini. We'll hang on to Dalchin a little bit longer. 28 left in the group. 5k to go. Time to use my gel.
5 kilometers to the finish line.
We're in an ideal position for a top 10 finish. 4k to go. Okay, here comes the actual sprint teams. It is time to get out here, Murphy.
And there's an attack at the front. He could go all
Okay,
the way.
2.6 now. Definitely not time for Dalchin to attack, but he can... Oh gosh, where am I? Oh, there I am.
There we go. The sprint is on. The riders are setting themselves up.
Okay, Dalchin. I said sprint! Damn it, he did not sprint. And I lost his wheel. 800 meters though. I could get... Nope. Ooh, hello breakaway rider, Brian Cockard.
start today.
Went clear. Venturini took second. Pascalon, Daniel, Suderlin. That'll be a top 10. 8th place. Excellent result. We get a top 10 here. Very happy with that one. That'll come with some points for sure. And maybe with the turn of the month, which is tomorrow, we might be leveling up.
Just in case you missed them, here are the race highlights.
I don't know if this will be enough. I'll see how many points they give us today. Nothing because we weren't in the break. Even though we ended up actually... Honestly, we should have been given credit for that last 13 kilometers. I don't think it would have made a difference, but we're in a grouping of less than 30 riders at the front of the field. That's as good as a break, but 8th in the GC gives us 18 points. We have 61 to level up, which I think will be just short. Grand Champion, you get 65, but we're only going to collect 45, I believe. Yes, that's the case. 16 points short, so we'll have to go into April. We could definitely get 16 points somewhere in April, but we've got nothing for a week upcoming. But still, big progress. I think we're in a pretty good place. And we've definitely earned some points already. Milton Taylor leads the team total. And there I am, second, over 100 points already on the season. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. That's not far away from where we finished last season, and it's only the 1st of April. We've only done 3 months into the season. I'm Decathlon Gamer. That does it for this one. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.